A very good morning from Jaipur, Rajasthan. Here at the NEC 40 kilometers endurance ride. Today the juniors and the young riders are going for the ride, and tomorrow is the seniors. Our team of ISHEL, all of them, 8 riders are participating in the seniors ride, but we're all here on the ground because 7 of the riders are riding for the first time, so this is their chance to see how things happen and what the environment is, how people are conducting themselves, how the jury and the ground staff manage everything. So here we have all the riders and their crew for the 40 kilometers. The sun slowly is starting to come up. It's always good to have some light. It's winters out here in Rajasthan, so the temperatures would be quite good even into the day. That's the starting line. And the horses are set to start in about 10 minutes from now. What happened earlier was there used to be a lot of accidents with new horses and the new riders at the start line, and the horses rushed and all the horses started together. There was commotion. So now it's a rule that they have to start slow on a walk or a slow trot, and then only after a few hundred meters continue with their paces that they want. So that's the starting point. So this is the ISHEL team. 7 of the riders riding there for the first time. We are only riding tomorrow in the seniors, but it was a good experience and good to be on the ground to see how things are conducted at the start line, so we can prepare a bit better for tomorrow.
Around 70 horses आज यंग राइडर्स राइड कर रहे हैं. हम लोग साइड से खड़े होकर देख रहे हैं, सब कुछ सीख रहे हैं, समझ रहे हैं कैसे करना है कल के लिए. डिफरेंट एनर्जी है, बहुत लोग भी एक्साइटमेंट है, खुद में हमें भी एक्साइटमेंट हो रही है. Let's see.
Very excited to be part of the NEC Endurance 40 kilometers. This is the first time I'm actually being a part of such a big show. We generally do our workshops, we have our mental and physical lessons both to understand how exactly we perform in a competition, but this is very different. The chaos is also quite interesting to actually note. We actually had a very good amount of lessons in terms of what not to do as well as what to do. We understand both part of the lessons what we've heard. I think it's coming to so in so many ways it's a culmination of whatever we learned back in the arena as well as in the classes. So for me, a lot of learnings. Pretty excited for tomorrow. And frankly, we've got a very great team with us. All of us are good to go and raring to go forward.
मेरा पहली बार नेशनल गेम में खेल रही हूँ, तो मेरे को बहुत सी चीज़ें देखने को मिली. यहाँ पे बहुत से राइडर्स भी है और हमारी एक टीम है, वो मेरे को बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट भी करते हैं. सर भी है, बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट करते हैं. और नेशनल गेम में मेरा पहली बार हुआ है, तो देख रही हूँ, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और बहुत सी चीज़ें हैं.
I'm participating in Senior National Endurance Ride tomorrow. Here we are meeting with different authorities, officials, and they are giving us tips and knowledge, sharing their experiences, which is going to help us. We have 8 participants. Each one of us going to support each other and look for each other and enjoy the ride.
The team is now preparing for their trotting parade out of wet gate, wet check before the race. Grooming their horses. A team is representative of the professionalism of the whole group, the whole team, each team member. And that's why each rider and each horse, the combination should be looking nicely dressed, nicely groomed, and that's precisely what the riders are doing over here. That's Pradeep helping Udaya. That's Udaya grooming Kesar, and that is Arpita with Subhadra. We have Yash grooming Pavan. Aryamaan is calling for the rider to be grooming him, and Deepti is missing in action. So here the horses and the riders are getting ready for the trotting and wet check, pre-wet check. That's the team from the Indian Army.
हमारा पहला वेट चेक एक्सपीरियंस था, उसमें हमने घोड़े लेके गए अंदर। उसके बाद हमारा घोड़ों का चेकअप हुआ, हार्ट बीट चेक की और पासपोर्ट डॉक्यूमेंट चेक किए। उसके बाद हमने ट्रोट किया।
हम दोनों सक्सेस हो गए और हम कल इसके लिए राइड करेंगे रेस। बहुत अच्छा भी लगा,
बहुत खुश हम ये
बहुत खुश है
फर्स्ट राइड करने के लिए।
फर्स्ट राइड है नेशनल का। तो
it's the first experience for me, like I said earlier too, that this is my first nationals, NEC. We went for a wet check and the wet gate experience right now. It was a, it was a nervous experience both for me as well as for the horses, because there were quite a few of them there. So it was quite
wonderful.
Quite
for
a
me.
good ordeal.
Very smooth. Very smooth for me, and I'm pretty much confident from now on I'll be very smooth and very easy for these kind of events.
The best part is that all 8 of us, all the 8 team members, actually all of us actually qualified in the first attempt itself. And that in itself is an
remarkable.
Awesome thing for us. Yeah.
नेशनल एंड्योरेंस में हमारे 8 राइडर आए हैं इस बार। उनमें से 7 राइडर नए हैं, बाकी काबिल राइडर हैं, काफ़ी दिन से ट्रेनिंग में हैं। अभी वेट गेट कंप्लीट कर लिया है 8 हॉर्सेस ने, और मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है कि 8 के 8 राइडर को मैं साथ लेके चलूं और 40 किलोमीटर की रेस एकदम खुशी खुशी कंप्लीट करें।
Our team riders are mounted. Ghanshyam and Giriraj. ये हमारे crew members हैं. हमारी team member तोशिनी, Yashraj, Arpita, Kuldeep, Deepti, Pradeep. All horses are excited, all horses are mounted. The athlete team is ready. Our riders have started on the track.
आपके तो सब देसी देसी जल्दी कर सीधा रखो घोड़े को सीधा रखो
Wishing the team all the best. May they do well. So riders have now arrived from the first loop in time, and hopefully all the horses are good as well. We had one injury on the track, one fall, but the horse is okay and the rider is okay as well. Now अब अपने को सिर्फ ये देखना है कि अपना पहला राउंड क्लियर हो गया, सेकेंड राउंड क्वालिफिकेशन का है अपना, ठीक है? वो दिमाग में रख के चलो, घोड़े को सेफ चलाओ, टाइम से चलाओ. वी आर क्वालिफाइड. Okay? Yes, sir. And the riders are out for their second loop. So these are our riders coming back from the second loop. And I see all 5 of them riding nicely. So yes, no eventuality. Time taken care of very nicely. There was a bit of an apprehension why the riders are taking a bit more time, but we had very strong downpour of rain over here. So maybe that's why the rider had to slow the horses down. But comfortably with the strides I'm seeing, they are doing well. They're all coming in good time. This is the ISHEL team coming towards the finish line after the second loop. Well done, guys. All the horses taken for cool down. The riders have now taken their entry slips The horses are being cooled down. In 15 minutes they will come to the wet gate. So we are going back to the academy grounds. Going back to the academy grounds, riders and handlers walking the horses back to the academy ground from the starting point. And here you see Arpita, she is handling Meghdut. It's one of her feisty horses, and she had a fall as well, but how beautifully is she handling the horse in the walk. It talks a lot about the people who are eager to learn and then implement their learning in these subtle ways, which even for them it's like they don't realize what they have learned over here. She had to withdraw because of the injury to the horse. She had a fall as well. Her knees are bandaged because of the fall, bruised as well, but she's back. That's what we call a horseman. Here I'm walking back with Deepti from the starting ground to the stables again, and Deepti has qualified.
We did it! It was super fun. First round we went with Giru sir with his assistant, and we understood the technicalities, the route, how to handle horses, different combinations. When second round we were on our own, and we could do it because all the knowledge, experience shared by Vimal sir, Giri sir, Ajit Banna and everyone, and we did it. I'm super proud of myself. Thank you.
Well done. Horses are back at our camp, and all of them have been rolled nicely. They are being comforted, and there's no signs of dehydration or colic or any metabolic issues. There's one horse that got injured because of the fall, the slip, and there's another one who got lame because there's one other horse on the track that did a kick, and she unfortunately was in the line of fire. The riders are here, and I'm sure what they were before the race and what they are after the race are two different personalities. We have some of the riders who could not qualify this time, and they are eager and happy to try it for the next time, and that's what the nature of the sport is. It's all about sportsmanship, it's all about accepting what's in store and accepting, doing your best and then leaving the rest of the things to God and to fate, and accepting whatever the fate would be. And all our riders have done that very nicely.
All my training was put into this test, and all the workshops I attended, everything came to this spot, this ride.
It was an awesome ride. My first ever NEC, I'll always remember this, ever. My horse Kesar did her best. The first ride, her heart rate was as low as 56. I was like so happy when I actually found out. But as a captain, I had to, do some sacrifices while riding and all of it, and I think that some of it did affect my horse. So our combination could not clear the, wet check in the second round. But well, we have to learn this, and I definitely will remember this throughout my life, that I need to learn this aspect of how to manage my horse better, how to manage my time better in the next when I participate in the next NEC.
बहुत अच्छा लगा यहाँ आकर, इंडोरेंस देख के बहुत अच्छा लगा और बहुत सी चीज़ों का अनुभव हुआ। जो काफ़ी चीज़ें हम लोग नहीं जानते थे, नहीं देखने को मिलती थी, वो बहुत कुछ देखने को मिला और इतना अच्छा लगा, सुपर डुपर अच्छा लगा समझ लीजिए। और कभी सोचा भी नहीं था कि ऐसे घोड़ों की राइडिंग होती है, ऐसा सिस्टम है क्या, ऐसा लेन देन है क्या, ऐसा टाइमिंग है क्या, ऐसा सिस्टम है क्या। यहाँ आने से बहुत ज़्यादा अनुभव हुआ कि घोड़ों की क्या कीमत है, राइडर की क्या कीमत है और कोच की क्या कीमत है। जैसे बेमजी सर है, सबसे बड़ी बात है। उसके बाद गिरिराज जी सर की गाइडेंस में जो काम हो रहा है, ये टीम देख करके और टीम का वर्क देख करके बहुत अच्छा लगा, बहुत अच्छा लगा।
प्रोग्राम में मेरी बच्ची ने भी भाग लिया था, तो पूरा नहीं कर पाई घोड़ी फिसलने की वजह से, लेकिन बहुत ही अच्छा किया। अगली बार फिर जोश और खरोश से फिर पार्टिसिपेट करेगी।
विमल जी से तो मैं काफ़ी दिनों से जुड़ा हूं, तो इनको जो सानिध्य में जो बच्चे काम कर रहे हैं उसके लिए तो मैं इनका बहुत बहुत आभारी हूं। और हमारे बच्चों को बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिला है। इन्होंने बहुत कुछ सिखाया है अच्छे से, कैसे घोड़ों को रखा जाता है, कैसे राइडिंग की जाती है, कैसे जंपिंग करवाते हैं, सारा कुछ करवाते हैं सर। तो मैं इनका भी बहुत बहुत आभारी हूँ कि हमारे बच्चों को ये आज इस मुकाम तक लाएंगे। एक छोटी सी शुरुआत करके आज यहाँ तक पहुँचे, तो मैं इनका बहुत दिल से आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। और मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगा, आज मैंने फर्स्ट बार ये भी देखा टाइमिंग का जो इनका था प्रोग्राम यहाँ, वो देख के और भी बहुत आनंद की अनुभूति मुझे मिली। और बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद विमल सर आपका।
वितरण समारोह का नेशनल चैंपियनशिप, जूनियर नेशनल चैंपियनशिप 40
We
किलोमीटर
are in the prize distribution ceremony for the NEC.
के सभी खिलाड़ियों का टीम और
All the
इंडिविजुअल
riders
के
and
मेडल सेरेमनी
participants,
होगी।
their
और
managers,
उससे
team
पहले मैं
management, the jury
चाहूँगा
and everything is
कि
present
जितने
over
भी
here, even the family
ऑफिशियल्स
members.
और जूरी मेंबर्स का और वेटरनरी कमीशंस का सम्मान हम पहले करें, क्योंकि अमूमन हम खिलाड़ियों का पहले करते हैं, क्योंकि जो एफर्ट इन्होंने टीम ने लगाया है, मैं